love that part right there. What's up, Cowboy Nation, Cowboy headquarters in America's team. It's your boy G, the number one Cowboy fan. Hampton, right next to me is allow me to butt in. Sports, Mr. Roo in the house. And here we are back on with you again on What's Up Wednesday and with the Cowboys Huddle. So let's give it up. Yeah. And then there was two.
They on the way, though. They on the way.
They on their way. Everybody's stuck in traffic. I think they're on the same highway or something, bro. I don't know.
On the way.
But yeah, here we are, man. It's funny how we can go from one how can I say this? We can go from being excited to concerned.
Dude,
that's where I'm feeling right now, man. I'm having mixed emotions right now.
This is exactly how they do us.
I don't know, man. It's just a lot going on and a lot of things that's not going on fast enough to where, you know, we're at that time of season, man, where, you know, we're like on hold and we're just kind of making assumptions and trying to put some pieces together and trying to read between the lines, man. You know what I mean? So Here we are, man. But before we get into it, we want to say thank you to all our subscribers and all those that follow the Cowboy Huddle. We really want to say thank you for being a part of this and helping us be who we are. All right, we ain't gonna mess around too much today. We're gonna get right on this. So what's going on, Rue, man? You was hitting me up a while ago. You was kind of pushing some buttons or something. But anyway, what's on your mind? What you got going on today?
Man, you already know how they're doing us, man. There's so many things that we have to talk about, and I really don't want to get into too much of it because I want the fellas to be in here. But damn it, man, we got some priorities that we need to talk about with this roster. That's really what's happening. What's up, Chris?
The big fella is here.
Yeah, what's up? How you feeling, Mr. Chris himself? How you feeling, brother?
Hey, man, feeling wonderful, man. I'm excited, man. We're here. Me and Rue having conversations yesterday made me so excited about tonight. And sorry I was running a little late, man. I had to drop the wife off at work. We up here in Reno, Nevada. So
I can tell. It look like you're in a hotel or something.
Yeah, I'm in the hotel room, man. So I hope the internet connection hang on.
Now you doing good, bro.
You coming in clear.
Yeah, you coming in clear. So, well, whatever it is you guys have, y'all got to perk me up because I'm not feeling it. I'm pissed.
I mean, honestly, I got a few things for us, but it all just depends on where we want to start.
Well,
man.
come on, man.
I'll tell you what. I guess we'll start with what we kind of left off with, because there's been new developments in that. Because obviously Tony got the tag. We all are aware. Tony got that tag, $10.9 million against the cap. And it's non-exclusive. So, I mean, who knows what can happen in the future. But at the end of the day, Tony got the tag. And from what it sounds like and what it looks like, Zeke is not going anywhere, man. Zeke, I think, is going to restructure. He's not going to get cut. He is going to get a restructure. He's going to take a team-friendly deal. And looks like we've got the same backfield one more time. That's what it's looking like right now. But y'all tell me, man, because I'm pretty sure you know exactly how I feel about it.
Well, for me, I mean, I don't know why this is any surprise the way the Cowboys and Jerry Jones do their dealings. We all said last week, let's not get personal, okay? We need to just really stick to business, you know, and get our team where we need to be and be successful. And now it is personal now when you're going to keep both running backs, and you gave, you know, Tony the franchise tag, you know, which we were saying in the season, but you know, before the season ended, it was probably going to franchise it. That actually happened, but we knew that the Cowboys wasn't going to be able to afford Zeke if they did that. But since, you know, they basically said, "Oh, we're going to afford him." Hey man, we're gonna see what kind of deal they're gonna do to restructure Zeke, because right now, Rue, if I'm not mistaken.
Dang, Chris.
No.
Sorry.
Right then.
I'm sorry, I had a phone call. But if I'm not mistaken, that's $27 million with two players right now, right?
Yeah, but we know June 1st is when we're gonna start seeing this movement because they gotta wait because of the cap and how it affects them and how the different fines are, whatever. Like they get more money after June 1st, which we talked about, and we'll see what happens then. But I don't even know how we're in this position again, man, because at some point, like the bridge got to break. Like well, how do you keep doing this? And what's worse, and really what's more painful to me, is that's going to cost me Donovan Wilson.
Yeah,
and it's like Donovan Wilson, LVE. Like we were just talking about it. I mean, you just said it. We saw what we saw from LVE. Now, mind you, I wouldn't mind it if some of these younger linebackers started to step up. Jabril Cox, Devin Harper. Some of these younger guys that we drafted, I'd love to see them step up because I really felt like this was that last year for LVE anyway. It was time for those other chickens to come to roost. But it's like, dude, Donovan Wilson too. And I know he's looking for that bag now because he had a good year. I mean, he had a great year. No, there's no question. But man, like I'm valuing my running back position over a position that historically I'm not very good at replacing to begin with. And it's just like, it's looking like they're heading in that everything that they're doing headed into this draft. It looks like they're heading in exactly that direction. How about Donovan Wilson? We're going to keep our backfield the way it is. We like our guys.
No, we love our guys. That's the problem. And I was a little upset that we actually gave a fourth round of $10 million. Basically, I didn't even take 70% of the carries. I'm just speaking my piece. And it's just my opinion. Mike, I'll send you the link on the the link is on the text message, bro. But anyway, so I was a little surprised, but I'm not going to jump to conclusion because even though we have tagged Tony Pollard, doesn't necessarily mean that that's the end of the world because, like you said, pre-post June 1st, they're still in order to do anything with Tony Pollard. We have to attach him. We have to attach him to something. Hold on, let me get Mikey in here real quick, guys. Hold on.
I'm about to say, I just take a picture of it.
He said he didn't see it. I'm gonna send it to them right here. That's okay. So here you go, Mikey. Should be coming up here in a second. Come on, what's going on? I've been having internet problems, guys. Dang, wait a minute. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to get Mike in here. Oh, there he is. We got him.
Okay.
All right. So what's happening? So here's the deal. Okay, now we got Mike in here. So like I said, I'm not jumping to conclusion, but man, I'm gonna tell you something. What I was really expecting a new backfield with this new offense. I really was. Okay, why can't we allow people to run through their contracts and then just get rid of them? Why can't we say, okay, hey, Tony Pollard, it's been great knowing you. Okay, we'll let somebody else have a shot at you. Hey, Zeke, love you to death, man. You've been here 8 years, man. Sorry we couldn't get your Super Bowl. But guess what, bro? We got to do something different. Now, you guys, I'm probably sure y'all seen my TikTok. I just had this great idea after watching the combine. I just know that we wasn't going to get Bijan Robinson, but, man, I was really hoping that we can get Jameer Gibbs, man. Something fresh, some new legs, a new 4 years of some fresh set of 4 tires, put them on the road and let them go. But like I said, it's still early. We don't know. We still have to still wait to see about Dak and this Todd France and this darn extension restructure or what. I don't know. But that's just how I'm feeling. I'm not jumping to a conclusion right now, Mikey. I'm waiting because I understand even though we put the tag on this guy, things can still happen. So that's how I feel about it. Damn it. What's up, Mike?
Come on. You know the Dallas Cowboys sell more than football. And it got you and Knots. You've done this deja vu of an off season, and it's right on time. It's right on time. Don't expect a big free agent acquisition. Don't expect that. Don't. It's going to go to plan. And so we got lucky last year with our draft. don't get me wrong. $27 million out of our cap is a hit. On top of what is Dak Prescott? It's scary to fathom considering what we have to lose. You said Donovan Wilson. That would break my heart. I'd be happy for the kid to get his money, but it'd break my heart to see him go. But we are selling more than football, guys, and we end up loving these players, or Jerry does. Rue was hit the nail on the head. I got to give him props. He did his whole dissertation, which was great last week. But we got to write it out and see what the draft provides, because our last draft is getting in their second year. I wanted the second year Sam Williams, Chauncey Golston coming up. Like I'm excited for what we have and what we could draft. But
I got a question for you, Mike.
Yes, sir.
So Jerry lied then, because Jerry has been saying for weeks now something big is coming to Dallas.
Oh hell! Shut up, Jerry.
Something big.
Oh God. David Blaine exists. David Copperfield exists. You're getting this and then boom in your nuts. In your nuts.
Bless, dude.
And then dude. For real. So this is the life of a Dallas Cowboy fan, which makes platforms like this. It makes us bigger. In the words of Rue, it makes us bright. And I love it. It got you in knots, but we've seen this before. Don't let her fool you. And he's like, fool me twice, shame. And he fooled me once, you can't get fooled again. You're falling for it again. How you doing, Chris? How you doing, Rue? How you doing, Gary? How you doing, Huddle?
What's up? What's up? That's Big Mike. Big Mike is in the house. Give it up for Big Mike. And our man, Dallas Cowboy Chris. Both of them in the house. So
that's my dog.
Yeah.
Where were you running to, by the way? You said you were running late.
I had to drop my wife off at work. We in Reno for a couple of weeks, and I told her I keep forgetting that it's a time difference here. I'm on Pacific time, so when I looked at the clock, I was like,
it's 4.
I say, well, no, it's 5 o'clock here. Okay,
yeah.
So I was like, well, damn. I'm gonna be running right into my show, and I was like, the airport is real close, so that's why I say I'm gonna be running a tad late. But I got her there and I got on back, man, so I can get close to some kind of Wi-Fi.
Huddle, the big guy was running, and I could tell you're slimming down, big dog.
The 300-pounder
coming down the line.
295.
Hey, I'm a smooth 314.
Smooth. That's first time I ever heard that. Smooth. Okay, yeah. Smooth 314. All right, that's what's 314. Up. That's what's up. All right, come on, Rue. What you got, man?
Man, so here's the deal. Obviously, we've got the thing that's going on with Donovan Wilson. We've heard about what's going on with LVE, but to make this whole note, the Cowboys, according to Mike Fisher, 9 cornerbacks that they've been looking at, 6 different safeties. And I'm going to tell you right now, them looking at the secondary does make me nervous. Obviously, it's a thing of need, because I don't even think Anthony Brown will be with us next season.
Oh, no, Anthony Brown. He's done.
So we're looking at trying to find the number 2 for Trayvon Diggs, not to mention the backup for Jaron Kearse. And the thing is, I love the chemistry between Kearse and Wilson. It was like it just flowed so perfectly. Everything was coexisting exactly how you wanted it to be in that secondary with those guys at the helm. Even when, we had the loss of Anthony Brown, which was huge because we saw the impact as soon as he was gone. And now it's like, man, this is what they're looking at. And history tells you this has not been a position of strength for us to draft in. So it makes me extremely nervous. But, I mean, how do y'all feel about it? Y'all tell me.
Man, I think, remember we were talking last night, man, we hadn't had a safety like Charles Woodson in a long time. So we got something similar when you see a playmaking safety come up and make hits and making sacks You know, it's been a long time since the Cowboys had somebody in that secondary that could do something like that. And just to let him walk freely, you know, because you don't have the money, that's just a mismanagement, okay? And if that happens, you know, the Cowboys front office need to take full blame of that, because their defense, man, was successful on several levels because of number 6. Because number 6 made some damn plays, and you know when he wasn't on the field. And when he wasn't on the field, you're like, where's Donovan at? Where is he? Okay, so that's all we saying, man. If we're going, if Mike McCarthy got this in his mind, we're going to ball control. We're going to keep our defense off the field. Are you telling me you keeping them off the field because you're getting rid of all of them? Is that what you're telling me?
He better not get rid of all of them.
Dan
Quinn ain't gonna let that happen.
Rid of key players, so I need to keep my offense on the field because I ain't gonna have Donovan Wilson. You know, I ain't gonna have no number 2 cornerback at this time. I ain't gonna have no middle linebacker. Hey, I gotta keep their ass on the sideline so I can try the ball control. Oh, I'm gonna sign all my old running backs. You know, I won't include Tony Pollard in that. He just got hurt. But I'm gonna sign my running backs who ain't done much. You know, and we're going to try to run 2 yards, 3 yards a carry and maybe go for it every now and then on 4th down. I think it's a mistake. I think the Cowboys front office really need to think about this one, okay? And like I was telling Rue last night on the phone, I think they got a plan to actually sign Tony and not let him play under that cap, because if they pay him $10 million, that's going to be an epic fail for the Cowboys.
Now, well, yeah, he has to get paid that no matter what. He's tagged, and he's gonna get paid that. That's the thing about the franchise tag; it's fully guaranteed, so it's gonna hit us in the cap. Scared wouldn't be the word in the draft. We're prepared. We're prepared. Our scouting department knows what they're doing. They do. I know it sucks because Dominant and Wilson was a part of the glue of our defense. And to add what Rule said, not just Jaron Kirsten, Jaron Kirsten, Leighton Vander Esch. It just seemed like that. We know Leighton is gone, especially with the fish like Bobby Wagner. Maybe going on a good team will lure him to us for a reasonable price. But it's either or, fellas, and we just got to understand and take that horse pill, and it sucks either or because you don't want to lose one or the other. We do have Jaron Curse for one more year, I believe. So, but
yeah, he just got signed last season. He got his last season, so he said at least this year and that year and this year, and then I think he has that third year option. What you got, G?
I really think it's a possibility that we might see our young players step on the field this year. I know we're talking about cornerbacks, but I think DeRon Bland we might consider DeRon Bland as that opposite of Trey Diggs. We also might see Damone Clark step up in the middle linebacker. I mean, we did draft these guys. I mean, are we going to continue to keep these guys on special teams, or are we going to give them a shot? I think DeRon Bland I know we say he plays on the inside, but the guy can cover. I mean, the guy, you know, I like what he does. He has a knack for the ball. He has good technique. So I think it's a possibility, and like I said, which is all an assumption, but I think DeRon Bland will be a good added piece out there on the island, along with Jordan Lewis. Bring Jordan Lewis back, let him play the nickel, and and then allow Damone Clark. If the price is right for LVE, LVE will bring you back in. But if not, it's time for the youngster to step up and and show what he got. You know,
we've definitely drafted linebackers, so I feel like you're definitely you hit it on the head there. Like some of them dudes just really got to step up and take over that role because I feel like it is about. I mean, him and I don't feel like I wanted to rely on LVE another season even before this season. So
right.
What were you saying, Mike?
I said, excuse me, I mean a French fry. Jabril Cox just fell into obscurity after his injury, but year 2 is where we're going to see this guy come back. I had the same kind of optimism with Michael Gallup as well. Or we could open a whole other can of worms, but we'll take our time.
Speaking of that, no, let's go ahead and get into it then. Speaking of that, since we are talking about that wide receiver position, we brought it up because, I mean, obviously it was a concern last year. It's been a concern ever since we got rid of Amari Cooper, and I mean we don't have to dig that up, but it's been a problem ever since. But truth be told, there's people out there. So, and not to mention, we were mistaken on something that we had talked about with D-Hop, because we were under the assumption D-Hop was like $20+ million. And reports have come out from D-Hop, from Ian Rappaport, that number one, D-Hop is owed $19.4 for the upcoming season. He's owed under $15 million the next year. Okay. He's also willing to renegotiate his contract, take a more team-friendly deal for the right situation. Now, if it's not D-Hop, which I tell you right now, if I could get D-Hop around 15 to 17 million, I really like my chances with him teamed up with CD, running this West Coast slant heavy offense, and not to mention he can still get down deep down the field, and I really feel like D-Hop at the right price for this team could really be beneficial, especially with all these other pieces that we're losing, because we're going to need offense, especially if we're going to lose all these pieces on defense. But tell me how you feel, Chris.
All right. Okay. I'm trying to, I guess I'm trying to be politically correct on D-Hop. I'm not really excited. It don't excite me when I hear his name, D-Hop. I guess because maybe his career in Arizona, to me, has been lackluster because of Arizona, not because of him. Okay, so I shouldn't hold that against him. But I've just been this proponent, man, of the Cowboys offense needing more explosive players. I don't feel that D-Hop is an explosive player. D-Hop is an excellent Michael Gallup. He's an excellent Michael Gallup.
Don't you dare do that.
No.
Don't you dare do that.
Don't
you dare. I know it is, but don't
this
you
is my
dare.
opinion. This ain't Gary's opinion. This is my opinion.
I know it, but
Okay,
I wasn't there.
I'm saying, but
Put
because
some sauce on it.
okay, all I'm saying is he's a possession receiver. Okay, he's gonna get you that 7 to 15 yards consistently. But when is the last time you
All that Wi-Fi.
past somebody? I mean, honestly, when have you seen?
Repeat that. Repeat
that. Say that again.
Repeat that. Say it again. Say it again.
I said, when is the last time we seen D-Hop run past anybody? Okay, that's what I'm saying. The Cowboys need explosive players. We need people to get downfield. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, okay. So we went from emphasizing the run to going right into the pass, smoking that pass crack again. All of us.
Hey, it's addictive, man. It's addictive, Mikey.
It's off the like there's a reason we getting our running backs. There's a reason our offense is going to be tailored around somebody like Tony Pollard. The prospect of getting D-Hop, that's awesome. And don't sleep on D-Hop. Don't sleep on D-Hop, because D-Hop, our quarterback, isn't exactly accurate, and that's an understatement, right?
Right. Fact.
And D-Hop is a wizard at catching ugly balls and double coverage. So it kind of sounds like D-Hop is something our quarterback kind of needs. It. The fit is kind of there, especially for inaccurate at times quarterback. When he's not off rhythm and he's in pressure, you know, Dak, you know where I boo. He be messing up sometimes. So
I don't know what you're talking about.
See, smoking that crack. Fast crack. Nah, I'm just playing. But it would be nice. But there's a lot of options available. And
so let's talk about
D-Hop is a A receiver. He's an A receiver. I thought we had an A receiver. I thought we established us having an A receiver already.
Real quick, before you get into that, and I'm going to let you keep going, but I just have one thing about that.
No, go ahead.
Every single guy that's out there right now on these successful ass teams, they have more than one option. Let's not forget, Dalton Schultz is gone. He's not playing. One of Dak Prescott's most secure targets. Bye. See you later. And I know that we're hoping that Jake Ferguson comes in and just, becomes the next Travis Kelce. But at the end of the day, we haven't seen him play that much. Look at Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow has 3 ones on his team, arguably. Tyler Boyd, T. Higgins, Jamar Chase. Then look at Kirk Cousins. Kirk
But
Cousins
Joe
has.
Bur-
They even went.
But where did that
got
get
Kirk
Joe Burrow?
Cousins went.
Where did that
AFC
get Joe Burrow?
Championship- AFC Championship game. I mean, yeah, I know it's about Super Bowls, but he got to the show. He was in the Super Bowl the year before that. Not to mention with a terrible 20th ranked bottom tier offensive line. How do you do that? You surround this guy with weapons. If you can get a guy like D-Hop for a reasonable price, I mean, as far as we know, TP's already here, right? With all this restructuring and everything else that's going on, we got at least $40 million in the cap. You're telling me $15 million of that 40 ain't worth D-Hop? 17 million of it? And I mean, I know there's other pieces that we need, but this is what I'm talking about. And there's other options. OBJ's still out there, but I mean, I want to hear from y'all. Y'all tell me, because I know y'all have talked about, I mean, G's talked about Mike Evans. You know, we've obviously OBJ is a part of the conversation, depending on what we're looking at with him. But D-Hop, to me, I feel like, yes, he's kind of disappeared in Arizona. But that man is still dangerous. He averaged 11 yards per catch last season.
He got 900 yards, right? Didn't he get 900 yards this year?
717.
For how many games?
Wasn't great. Wasn't great. But I mean, dude, think about it. He wasn't playing with his starting quarterback most of the year either. Kyler was in and out of the lineup, didn't have the greatest year himself. He was more worried about the Call of Duty than he was about the franchise. So when you're looking at D-Hop, and not to mention he's willing to negotiate. There's not a lot of players with his kind of talent that are sitting there telling you, hey, I'm willing to negotiate. And I'm willing to take a team-friendly deal.
Jumps on your boat and says, I'm the captain now.
I'm just saying, it's not far-fetched, and it's not as expensive as we originally thought it would be.
Well, and that's true, man. And I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. At D-Hop, I love D-Hop. I just could not compare D-Hop to Michael Gallup. There's no way. That's
he said type of receiver. I understand where Chris is
he's
coming.
not even that type of receiver. He's not that type of receiver. We done seen the highlight. Hold up.
Just gave you his yard stats.
Yeah.
Okay? I said he's good between 7 and 15 yards. He said he averaged 11 yards a catch. That's exactly what I said.
But Michael Gallup does not. Michael Gallup does not stack up against D-Hop. I'm sorry, but again, that's your opinion. That's my opinion. But let me go back and talk to how I feel about this. So yeah, true enough. It'll be great to have D-Hop. Yeah, great. It'll be great to have D-Hop as one of the top tier receivers with Dak and CD and Michael Gallup. Make him the third receiver. But are you willing to pay $15 million 1 year and $14 million? Well, you say 12 the next year when we know we got to play CD. We got to play CD and we got to play Trayvon Diggs. I mean, how are we going to do that? I mean, okay, yeah, we can go get him for a season. So how are we going to pay? Then we got Micah Parsons. See, we're not even thinking about that, guys. We're talking about now. Great, but what are we going to do next? Say that again.
Let's do it now. I'm living now.
You can do it now. It's going to cost you. Ask the Rams about that. So personally, I understand we're looking for receivers.
Not all Super Bowls are the same. A Cowboys 6 Super Bowl is much more valuable than the Rams third Super Bowl.
Players, it's gonna affect you. And when you got a top-notch receiver out there that you can't pay, and you got a cornerback that you can't pay, it's gonna affect your team. I'm just telling you. That's just we can paint it out however you want to, but it's gonna affect our team. So basically, before D-Hop gets here, I personally think Odell Beckham will be here. We'll get him for about $8 million. So, yeah, it'll be great to have D-Hop, but I don't even see us really going out and fetching some type of big name receiver because we're going to probably go with the ones we have, CD and Michael Gallup, and probably add who's the third one?
Noah Brown.
No, Noah Brown. But,
And to elaborate on that, too, I did see, I mean, at the end of the day, they drafted Jalen Tolbert in the second round last season.
Exactly. You got
man,
not over yet. Semi Fioco.
That horse is dead, homie. Slow ass
1 year.
Semi Fioco. Semi is slow, dog.
That's completely untrue. It's 1 year at a position that takes time to develop in. No, absolutely not. You're dead wrong on that. Receivers take time to develop.
Dude, receivers pop.
You're giving up
explosiveness pops.
No, absolutely not.
Explosiveness pops. What are you looking for? No. Chris, what are you looking for? Explosive West Coast shit, dude. You don't do the Semi Fioco is slow as molasses.
How many DMPs did he have? Michael
But
Gallup is slow.
Man,
how
but-
much DMPs did
All
Jalen
right, fine.
Tolbert have?
All right,
Wow,
fine.
would you have a
When it-
limpy Michael Gallup there?
The only thing you're harping on with Jalen Tolbert is because of how
DMP.
horrible his horrible rookie season. He had
Horrible.
a
So
rookie season.
horrible
But tell
equates
me,
to good.
Mike, do you know why they drafted him though? Do you know why they drafted him
Hey,
though?
educate me.
Because
Educate me.
he put up 1,400 yards in his senior year, and then he put up 1,100 yards the year before that. That's
So he needed a break.
explosive. That's deep
In
ball threat.
college.
And
Not in Texas.
college.
Not in-
Yeah, exactly.
Not
But you
in
don't give up on
AT&T,
the guy.
bro.
No,
Not in
but you're
AT&T.
dead
Because
wrong.
I wasn't
And
going
the
for
reason
him
you're dead
in
wrong-
college.
The reason
I
you're
wasn't
dead
going
wrong
for him in
is
college.
because it's the receiver. He's not playing running back, Mike.
But hold
Running
him up
backs come in
through.
and immediately making an impact on these games. Receivers take time. There's only two guys that come into the league and do stuff like that. Jay Jeter,
I hope I'm
Jamar
wrong.
Chase, they don't come around every single year. These guys take time to develop.
Dude, there was glimpses. Michael Gallup had glimpses.
Guy you drafted in
He
the
picked
second
up that
round. That's
touchdown.
not how that works.
Well, hey, Michael Gallup was the third round, right? Or
Yeah,
second round.
Exactly.
Michael
He came into
He was
his
the second
own.
round. But he
It
came in
takes
popping.
time.
You didn't see a connection with Dak and Jalen Tolbert on the sideline for the touchdown on the first preseason game together in freaking against the 49ers?
Dak was the one who reached out to Jalen Tolbert, right? We forgot about that too, right?
That's bullcrap. That's
He
publicity,
reached out to
bro.
him. What do you mean?
Man, he reached out to
Bro.
me. He told me sorry,
But
bro.
here's the
That's
deal,
what they
guys.
reported.
Here's the deal. You got to remember, CD didn't come out being a number one receiver. Remember,
He didn't either.
He did not. So I understand. And again, we're talking about receivers and what we're going to do and who we plan on paying and things like that. But I'm telling you right now, I really think they're going to go with the receivers that they're going to call this a second chance under a new offense. You got receivers. You got to give Jalen Tolbert a chance. You got CD. You got
Tony
Michael
Tolbert.
We got to give Michael Gallup a second chance. He just came off of ACL.
Michael Gallup gets his chance because we paid him. We need to give him the chance regardless.
And we shouldn't have paid him for 5 years, but we did. But that's what Jerry does. But here we are. That's what we got to play with. So
got us all salty and shit.
Yeah. But here's a comment right here. Wavy Hink said this: Evans is a big body wide receiver, maybe not expensive as D Hop, and we can still win and sign other players. That's what I've been saying. You get them cheap. But I just don't. I agree with Wavy Hink, but we'll see. We'll go get.
Can I ask Rue a question?
Certainly.
How high is the cap going up this year?
243 million, if I'm not mistaken.
So are we barometering our cap over past years? Like we forgot inflation happened because sometimes, nowadays we don't think we make that much, and they just levels
the cap
up.
goes up every year. The cap is a damn anomaly, man. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I understand it or anything.
Yeah, I
All
don't
can
either.
do is
That's
look
why
it
I
up.
asked. That's
All
why I
I can do
asked
is look
you.
it up and look up what the numbers are and just try to understand how they can try to make it fit or how they can't. If we're gonna talk about that too, I mean, we gotta transition into Dak because Dak holds a big part in this. And the big question with him is, do you extend or do you restructure? Have you which way do you go with that? Because obviously, if you bump it on down the road, you end up like the Saints. And I don't know how they're dealing with however they're dealing with this whole situation with their cap, but it's like it just makes me think that the whole thing isn't real. They're so far over the cap that it's like it's almost unbelievable. So
Speaking of which, where's Michael Thomas? Where's Michael Thomas?
He's not going anywhere. He's staying. He's gonna be him and Derek Carr. They're hanging out in New Orleans. It is what it is.
So what is it about
Looking on
that?
some crawfish.
Chris, tell me, bro. I need to hear it from you. What's up?
Well, first I've been sitting here texting my agent because when everybody else get heated on the show, Gary don't interrupt them. But when the big fella get heated, he got to get interrupted.
Don't start getting
So
sensitive on me.
I need to redo my damn.
This is the
contract.
Cowboy huddle.
Number two,
We're getting
You got
sensitive.
history.
y'all have a
I know
valid,
it.
a valid
I can
difference of
understand.
opinion. When y'all have a valid difference of opinion, I'm enjoying the banter back and forth, and I'm glad Gary let y'all go. Okay, but now it's my time. I'm sure you're gonna interrupt me. So look, it's like this. Okay.
Oh my God.
Let him go. Stop.
What's up? What's up with the oh my God? Why you gotta get all emotional, man? See, that's that short pepper syndrome. Get out of that booster chair at your house. Okay, sit in the real man chair and
I'm gonna let you make it, bro. Go ahead and make your step. I'm gonna let you make it
Come
tonight.
on.
I'm gonna let you make it. You better go
Stop
ahead,
it.
bro.
Get him, Chris. Tell him, Chris. Come on.
I'm gonna let you make it, bro. Go ahead now.
Tell him, Chris. Let him go, G. Let him go. Let him go.
I'm a nice guy. Yeah. Go ahead, man.
I can't wait. I can't wait for 2 weeks when we all be in the same
man,
room.
that's
I
gonna
can't
be
wait
done.
for that. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Cowboys got us all heated and all bothered and
Well, see,
everything.
this is what this is what makes us Cowboy fans, man. Because there's so many things that the organization is doing that we all disagree with, and we all got different opinions. Okay, so it's hilarious to me that they do get us this heated because I'm truly mad about some things that's going on this offseason. I'm truly mad about it. Gary's truly mad. Rue is truly mad. Mikey's truly mad. Okay, so it's all good, man. Like I say, I was enjoying the banter. Rue and Mikey's on fire today. I was gonna slide down from Nevada to Arizona to go hug on him or something because
My dog. My dog. We'll go get a Sonoran hot dog. We'll go to a chill bar. There's a lot going on in Arizona, man. We got the NASCAR spring training. Half the dang baseball league is in Arizona, so it's been popping since the year started for sure. But go on. I'm sorry if I interrupted.
No, you're fine, bro. Hey, man, like I say, I was enjoying this. I love the difference of opinion. You know what I mean? But sometimes, man, I think we need to do the waiting game too because we don't know what's gonna happen in the draft, and what they actually gonna do with their own free agents. But the way it's looking now, just because of the way the cap is set up and what they're doing, it don't look good. It don't look good at all. And I think that's why we all so freaking frustrated because it don't look good.
Oh my gosh, it doesn't look good at all. I don't know. I don't know.
Hey, G, it look as bad as that awful ass hat that Mikey just threw on. That's
Mikey. That thing's bright,
Mikey.
dude. Damn.
Mikey.
You can wear that at night. Just that hat, just running down the street.
Hey, just a little shade.
Miles.
Just to sprinkle some shade.
Whatever. I know you saw my shirt though, and my hat.
Hey,
ain't no D in Dallas right now.
Hey,
Until
G,
they can hold somebody under 130, I ain't taking this D off this shirt.
Hey, G, he counted the meaningless game. Ask him what happened last year in games.
Yeah, we still got a shot, don't we?
Hey, if these two teams see each other in the playoffs, it'll be a treat because Sunday was a treat.
Yeah,
it was a treat because they both don't play no D.
So, Mikey, what do you think about? We can totally off. What do you think about Dax in his situation with the restructure or the extension? What are you thinking, man?
We're at odds. I'm at odds again. We love our Dak as far as our leader, our face of our franchise, our posture not pet, whatever bed he's using, sleep number bed, wearing Jordans. We love that guy. Facts are facts. We lost the dang playoff game because of this man.
Ooh.
We did, and so I'm a little salty. But he is a quarterback. He is a quarterback. He is our quarterback. I could be mad and I could love you at the same time. Two things can be right. Saying that, if he restructures and takes less or we kick him down and he does what he can for this salary cap and us getting the players we need, then he's working with our own opinion. So that's where I'm at with that.
Yeah. I don't know. I know it. Yeah.
Hit it up, Chris. What's up?
Hey, Chris, would you like to rebuttal?
No, but it'll take an hour if I rebuttal.
He's allowed me to retort.
I don't know if we got an hour of the big fella recanting what Mike says. But I'll say this, okay? All I'm gonna do is refer back to the clip I sent y'all on the text message about our offensive coordinator, joystick. And his
dude, Lombardi, boom.
That was great.
Oh, geez, no, go into that, please.
But let me finish about Dak. But see, we want to blame Dak so much about things, and then when Lombardi broke that down, and you remember the whole sequence, but Cowboy fans will always think about Dak lost us the damn game. It was not. It was not Dak Prescott lost us the damn game.
Now, but hold on, Chris, because they don't know what you're
But
talking about. Tell them about the
but Chris
sequence. What
Lombardi,
sequence are you talking about?
Hold on, Mike.
say the
Let him.
sequence.
Yeah.
Go.
Explain what you sent out, bro.
What I'm talking about is this,
Hold it.
Breaking up. Lombardi, the reporter Lombardi.
Okay, Lombardi for that covers the Cowboys. Basically, he was talking about how Mike McCarthy wanted to do more ball control, and the reason why is because a certain sequence in the Cowboy 49er game is when the Cowboys needed ball control and possession of the field to flip the field. They didn't do it because Kellen Moore did 3 straight pass plays and punted back to the Niners, where the Niners went down, scored, and we was at a deficit, and then we had to try to come back on something that we shouldn't have been in that same situation. Okay, so basically what I'm saying is, going back to just what that man said, it's logical.
Oh, Wi-Fi at the
I'm sorry, I had
Hilton.
another phone call. I'm sorry. I'm
Oh,
sorry. So it's logical if you think about it in the football sense. Don't think about what happened on the field as Dak play. It was a reason why that happened. And the reason why, because his coaching staff didn't support him. He put him in bad situations. When you put somebody in a bad situation, bad things happen.
And I think we can say that too. It's like, you know, baking a cake, and you know how to bake the cake, but sometimes you get your ingredients mixed up. So with this situation, it had a lot to do with everybody. It had a lot to do with Kellen Moore. It had a lot to do with Dak. It had a lot to do with Mike McCarthy for allowing the shit to happen. It had a
Thank
lot
you,
to do
G.
with Jerry
Thank you,
Jones, because
G.
Jerry Jones
Thank
makes
you.
all the damn calls as if
she
he's
ate
the head
two.
coach. So,
She ate two
so
slices. Two
everybody
slice Hilly.
everybody's hand that is in this. And we can say Dak, but man, we are Cowboy fans. We see what happened. Like I say, Mike McCarthy allowed it to happen. Dak threw during there's so many, instead of Dak saying, hey, listen, Kellen, this is not working. Put himself in a situation where he ended up throwing 17 interceptions. And then Kellen Moore, like you say, joystick. They call him joystick because he think he's the only one that's playing Madden by himself. And again, and I agree with Lombardi. I kept saying Kellen Moore plays are script. And that's why you saw how we did in Tampa Bay versus how we did in 49ers game. Even though what worked in Tampa Bay, Kellen Moore throws those plays away. He doesn't say, well, maybe I can use this in next week. He comes up with a total different game plan. And we asked ourselves, well, why he didn't do this like he did last year? We have a whole totally different game plan. So, yeah, like Lombardi was saying, it's like Kellen Moore playing Madden by himself. And like I said, they call him joystick. So everybody has their hand in this. And we can't just point it at one person. Everybody have their hand in this. So hopefully we see
I,
something different.
I get that completely, and I think the biggest thing that I came out of that the Lombardi thing was the game management. He wanted him to so that correlates to the Jacksonville game, to the Green
Green
Bay
Bay.
game.
Yeah, Green Bay
Those two
game.
games are the separation from a bye and home field advantage and maybe the Super Bowl and a better matchup.
Yeah.
Um, and I understand it. I still got these feelings, man. I still got these feelings. Thank you for resetting this and actually putting logic and facts in it. And it's okay to go 360 on an opinion. But it still frustrated me how reckless he was.
Yeah.
Those 5, it still did, and they didn't do him no favors. I get it, but there's this ball management, and it goes back to what they gave him, and that's why Diop would be a good idea.
Yeah.
Again, game management, and think about the torture. Like Lombardi, he put it in a way where it clicked to us when we realized, how bad our relationship really was. Like
Yeah,
we could
no
romanticize
communication.
these stats and romanticize that we're second with the Kansas City Chiefs, which is actually even more like hurting and detrimental to mental health because us as Cowboy fans would really see our team be explosive, move the ball, score all these points, but where it really mattered, joystick,
That's his new name, joystick, wisdom too.
Joystick.
But
joystick
Hey, and
yeah,
real quick, just real
tortured the
quick.
shit out of us for 2 years, for the last
yeah,
2 years,
and
not
You know what?
five, the whole tenure, 2 years, because we're that caliber of team.
You
hold on, real quick. To answer Wavy Hink's comment down here. See, we keep saying Dak lost, but Dak is he is orchestrating the play that is being called. And guys, if y'all haven't been watching Kellen Moore's schemes, I mean, you can have, and we saw this against the 49ers. They had the cornerback sitting 12 yards off, and he called a play call that drove the receivers into the DBs to where you can't create a separation. So yeah, even though Dak threw the picks, but the play call as well did not line up with the situation. We saw that 2nd and 2. We're in a spread offense where we should have been running the ball. So we can't say it's Dak's fault because if they're in the shotgun. This is what the play is coming from the sideline. We want to go 2nd and 2 in a spread. Now, maybe Dak could have audible out of it. Don't know why. Again, we cannot pinpoint where the problem lies because we're on the outside looking in. But again, like I say, everybody had their hand in the mishaps on our offense. That's just where I feel. So there.
all, all I was gonna say, what really stick in my craw after everything that went on in that game, that I never saw Malik Davis take the field in that damn game. Like, why did I never see why is Zeke out here running 2.5 yards a carry after Tony went down? Why am I never seeing why does Davis never end up on the field?
Because it
Why?
was a
Because
towel. It was a
because he
towel.
wasn't he wasn't in the package. He was not in the practice pack. They did not even implement him. He didn't. You know what? I'm gonna tell you what they used to do. What Mike McCarthy and them was doing before. They had the ones run the offense, and the twos would run the offense of the opponent. So you didn't have the rotation. You only had so Malik wasn't even added implemented into the offense for that week. So that's why we didn't see him. But that's
Just
Kellen Moore, and that's
but
Mike McCarthy, and that's
he'd
Dak
been with us
Prescott.
all year. He'd been with
But,
us
but
all year. Like it doesn't make any sense that I didn't see him on that field, especially after Tony went down, and especially since Zeke really wasn't performing. There was no fear at all in the 49ers whenever Zeke was in the backfield for anything. There was no
well,
fear. He
it
wasn't
was a
doing
tell.
anything.
It was a tell. Putting Malik on sold out that it was going to be a run, or he was in there with blitz because they know he couldn't pass protect. That's why you didn't see Malik there that much, and that's a lack of his ability, and yes, a lack of preparation. But putting Malik there was a tell for a defense like the 49ers. They would have brought the heat if it was going to be a disguised pass play or a PA or a play action. But it was a tell that they were going to run if he was on the field.
I
So
mean, I guess when
basically,
you're
all we
running
can
out of
do is
shotgun, I guess when you're running out of shotgun, it's
it's,
easy.
it's
I mean, it's
ridiculous. But again, guys, at least we do have something to look forward to. We know that we're going to get a new offense. We're getting a new offense. That's a good thing. And, but we're going back with the same backfield for right now. We'll still have to wait till after June or, somewhere close to June to find out exactly what they're going to do. But we do have something to look forward to. We have to give Mike McCarthy a chance. So we got to call this second chance you.
That's a good name for the Cowboys.
Second chance, ugly.
That's a good name for them. Yeah,
Second chance you, man.
it fits them so perfectly, don't it?
It does. I mean, good grief, man. I mean, we it's sad, but we have to give him a second chance. Oh man, let's see here. Pete has something to say real quick. Let's see. Pete said not necessarily with Zeke. was out, I saw plenty of times team brought the blitz, and Malik was better than Pollard in picking up those blitzes. Well, and you're probably right, Pete, but the fact of the matter, if you don't implement him into the offense for that week, he sits on the sideline. That's the only reason I can see why Malik wasn't in the game. That's the only reason I can see. But who allowed it? Mike McCarthy.
And I mean, it had me basically excusing him for throwing the ball 3 times. But it's like when I sit back and I look, I'm like, you didn't even bring your other back onto the field. Like, change the pace, something. I mean, it's not like Malik is just hot garbage back there. He did some great things when he was in the backfield.
Yeah.
So to not even play him just makes no sense to me. There's no way to justify it in my mind. Like, there's absolutely zero thing you can tell me that's really going to make me think, oh, yeah, no. There's zero reason not to bring your running back. Like, he'll figure it out. It ain't that complicated for them. Like, he'll figure it out.
But that's something that was stated in the Lombardi piece about his lack of being able to adjust. Like, if it wasn't going to plan, it wasn't. If you stunted his plan, he wouldn't adjust.
But I mean,
and there was some.
But tell me this: to you, does that justify them not even trying? Like, he never got a snap in that game.
I've just told you,
Rue,
they did not implement him to the offensive scheme for that week.
It just is really telling on how much.
Like,
it's really telling how much power Jerry Jones gave Kellen Moore for the whole last offseason. Chris was talking about, I don't get it. He's an offensive coach. He can't say not to dude. It just says how much real control Kellen Moore had and how much egg old Jerry got in the face.
Well, Mike McCarthy said himself. He said if he installs the plays, he calls the plays. But again, as a head coach, you still have to correct those things that doesn't work. But guys, we're talking about things that's water under the bridge. We need to move on. What you got, Rue? We can talk about this all day, but ain't nothing we can do about that now.
At this point,
how about Chris Rock? Yeah, the Cowboys huddle called him a bitch.
Already.
Whoa.
I'm assuming you're talking about Will there.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
That's crazy, man.
So what's up, man?
I mean, honestly, man, we're at that point where it's like there's only a couple things that we got, right? It's at this point we know we got TP. From what it looks like, Zeke's going to be renegotiated. He's going to come back. At this point, I guess my main concern is how this secondary is going to end up, especially with the loss of Donovan Wilson, if that does end up happening, which it still might not, but we'll see how that goes. But what's really the biggest thing is I need to find out, and I'm sure all of us are interested to know who these 9 cornerbacks and 6 safeties are that they're looking at, because it's an obvious point of interest for them. What makes me nervous about that, does that mean we're not drafting an O-lineman in the first round?
We better.
Are we going?
We better.
Are we going safety? I mean,
best player available, bro. Best player available. Best player available is helped as the last. Dude, best player available.
So let's talk about it, because we got a good amount of draft picks. I feel like we have a draft pick in every single round. I know we have multiple picks, but if you had to go at this the way that it's looking like it's going, like especially with the moving pieces that we have on this defense and on this offense, because there is one saving grace with this defense and losing pieces. I still got Dan Quinn as the mastermind back there to handle that situation and to draft the right guys and build his own little Legion of Boom. So maybe I can hold that in saving grace. But if you had to tell me right now, just based on what we know and all the pieces that we are potentially going to lose and what we're going to keep, at this point, if you're looking first, second, third round, what are we thinking? I'm going to start with you, Chris.
Well, man, you know me. To me, every round is offensive lineman for me.
Yeah.
But I'm being biased. Y'all know that. So I agree with Mikey, but then I don't agree with Mikey about best player. Because if it's a running back sitting there, I'm not going to take a running back. Even though he's the best player, I'm not going to take one. Okay.
Well, does that cancel? Oh, sorry, keep going. Sorry.
So if it's a wide receiver there, okay, I'm back and forth. But my whole thing, the heart and soul of the Cowboys right now, especially since what my coach said is going to be ball control. Ball control. Only way we do that is we have a big, strong offensive line that can dominate. That's the only way we can do it. So you got to go O-line. You got to. Basically, everything you said this whole offseason was bullshit. It was. You got to go O-line.
What you got, Mike?
Me, secondary, because the way things going, the way things are looking, the way they're talking, the energy the in the war room, it seems like we're gonna lose, and we're always supplementing, and who knows? Like we've been on this new since we got Dan Quinn, and this is something Jimmy Johnson did, and I hate always going back to old Cowboys past because those were glorious times, but Dan Quinn plays these young guys, and I like that. I like that we see the young guys in that the Dallas Cowboys are going with the young guys. I know it sucks for not having Davis there, but we had a two-headed running back system when we're talking about offense to defense. But we've been playing our young players, and our scouting department and who we've been drafting has been working out. It has. We have to build forward to because we're going to look at paying the big almost. Michael Parsons is the top 5 player in the league, not just a defensive player. We're going to have to supplement that looking forward because we're going to lose more players. You think we're losing players this year? We're losing players next year. So we got to go forward that. And I think Will McClay and Steven Jones got that covered, and we just got to keep going and keep getting and keep getting. How about we what do you think since we got TP for our shit?
Hold on, let me answer mine real quick. Let me answer mine before you ask that question, Mike. Let me get mine in, and then you can ask that question because I'll lose my train of thought. But I know you're finna ask something else. But let me say this here as far as what I would think. Now, my first thought was to pick an O-line because we don't know what's going to happen with Connor McGovern. We don't know. We're still a little thin on that right tackle, not knowing the certainty of Tyron Smith. We didn't know that, but when I found, and I said that if we should tag Tony Pollard. Now this is just where I was thinking. I said we need to do the Tampa Cowboy connection, and what that means is I'm taking 13 for 10. So basically, what I'm doing, I'm shipping Tony Pollard to Tampa Bay, and I'm bringing Mike Evans in. And you probably say, well, why would you do that? Well, the thing about if we cut Tyron Smith, if we take on the 13 million, then we take that money that we get from saving Tyron Smith, cut Zeke. I hate to say it, but cut Zeke. You have money to where we can get a lineman in the second round and through free agency. But I would say, yeah, at 26, I'm taking a fresh running back. If we're going to do ball control, and I understand what you're saying, Chris, we do need linemen, but we can get linemen through free agency as well as through the draft. But I'm starting with a new running back. We have 2 running backs that have served their time here. So let me at that 26 pick. If I keep saying I've been campaigning for this kid, Jahmyr Gibbs from Alabama. I would love to have him in our backfield running this West Coast offense. It would be a blessing. And guess what? You only get this running back for what? About $4 million. And you got him on a rookie contract for 4 years. So I'm all about trying to save money. But
real quick.
Yes, sir.
And I got something for you on that. Because I here's the thing. I understand and I can appreciate what you think of this kid. But I'm in the first round at number 26. Ain't no way.
No way.
Yeah,
ain't no way.
Well, Bijan, somebody gonna pick up Bijan.
Bijan
is gonna go.
Get Bijan out of y'all's heads. Bijan's not falling to 26.
No, but does that negate that though?
Getting TP, but he's gonna go in the top 10. He's gonna go.
Bijan's not falling. Okay.
I didn't say he's going. No, I didn't say he was falling to us. I said he's going to go in the first round, and he's going to go before 26.
But check this out. Does now getting TP negate if for some miraculous way, because hey, I'm not saying Michael Parsons is Bijan Robinson, but Michael Parsons did fall in our lap. If Bijan Robinson falls on our lap and goes with the
It's not
narrative
gonna
of
happen.
if he falls in our lap, is he out of the question because we gave TP the franchise tag?
Well,
What do you think about that?
the, when it comes to that, no, because you can still cut Zeke and you can still trade TP because it's non-exclusive, which they've been throwing that word a lot around lately. But we're not going to get
Oh,
into that.
disrespectful
We're
with
not, we're not,
that
we're not,
word,
we're
boy.
we're not
Poor
going to get into that.
Jackson.
Yeah, we're not going
Ooh.
to get into that one. We'll leave that one alone. But all I'm going to say is it is the non-exclusive tag, as they say. So he can be traded. We can shop him, whatever that is.
It's gonna happen.
But the problem is, this ain't. Look, I am a Texas fan. I have watched Bijan run behind the worst O-line in college football that I have seen all year long. I have seen him been nothing but productive, and I have seen him be nothing but a home run hitter. I am not taking him with the 26th pick. I'm not. I'm drafting a lineman or I'm drafting a cornerback. That's what I'm doing. Because if I can, and the thing is, I'm not in any other space to do that. Look at this. We have 9 picks. 3 of those picks are 5th round picks. I'll take Roschon in the 5th before I take Bijan at 26. Roschon Johnson, Bijan's backup. Because I already have TP. TP's here. He's not going anywhere. Like, let's be serious here.
I'm not keeping
I know
TP
what I
for no
said.
10 million,
I know.
bro.
Listen, I know what I said, and you're not. You're gonna, because if they end up signing him,
on the lineman.
you're not going to end up keeping him for that 10.9 million. Because if they end up signing him, you're going to end up keeping him for 12 to 15 million. But that's not even the point. The point is, what I want is the trade, but it's not going to happen. So if I already have the guy in TP, I'll take Roschon in the 5th and build around. Go get my corners that I need desperately. Go get my linemen that I need desperately, because I don't even know if Terrence Steele's going to be back in time. I'm hoping he's going to be back in time. They're saying he's going to be back in time, but that's what they told me about. Oh man, I'm blanking now because they were talking about somebody coming. Michael Gallup. They told me Michael Gallup was coming back week 1 for weeks. He didn't show up till week 5 or 6. So we have these picks. I would love to get the equity, but it ain't going to happen. So if we're going to stick to what we've got, I'm going lineman, I'm going corner, I'm going that way before I go for any running back in the first round at the 26th pick.
Well, you know, I tell you what, that is great to hear everything that everybody had to say tonight. It just shows you we know absolutely nothing.
No, let Chris level this out with the bang. Please level this out with the bang, because you know what? It's been one of those Wednesdays. We turned on our heater and our AC in our car on the same day, Chris. You tell us, Chris. Kill this show.
Hey man, I'm excited, man, for the 2 weeks from 2 weeks from today, man. The Dallas Cowboys on spring break. We all gonna be in the same location, man. So this is gonna be something special. Okay,
I didn't get no invite.
Say, hey, we know certain circumstances why you can't make it to Texas, so that's why invitations wouldn't flow into Arizona. Okay, and if it was something different, you would have got the first one. Okay, so we gonna leave it like that. But look, man, it's like this, man. Look, like Gary say, we don't know nothing because the Cowboys don't know nothing. So only thing we can do is speculate about our damn team. That's what we can do. That's our job. That's the job of this show, is to speculate about our team. And we do a good job at it.
Until we see what happens, because they disappoint. Well, they don't disappoint. They go the total opposite direction every year. We can lay out the blueprint and say how it should be, and they would come up with something totally different.
Exactly.
Oh, okay, man. So hey, we want to thank everybody for stopping through today, man. It's been a great one. Like I say, last week we was all jokes and smiles and everything, and this week everybody's on edge because we ain't liking what's taking place, and we just diehard Cowboy fans. So hey guys, it's one of those nights tonight. We just got into it and did barbershop talk. So but again, we always say thank y'all for hanging around with us and showing your support. And we want to continue to do what we do best is report on that Dallas Cowboys. Like I always say, don't nothing come to a sleeper but a dream. So let's make it happen, Dallas Cowboys.
Even the Cowboy said he's a bitch.